We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. Yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flushed it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Brings up second down.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Mayfield's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up third and long.
Hurry. Hey, alert 33.
Third and long for Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before. Four for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Daniel Carlson set to kickoff.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Twice to the encore, if you know, you know.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the counter, bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Carlson on for the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down. That's the
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Locke. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Another throw.
1st down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And again, it's Mayfield. They'll find Lindsey here. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening...
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Locke working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty positions.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
29 is Mike 29. Watch the pass. King. 29 is Mike 29.
Mayfield now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 50. Check 50. Check.
Throwing again. Lock. Flush to his right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Lock. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as well.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Locke. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Locke. His throw incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
44-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
180. What we got? What we got? What we got? Pistol. Slip.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 17 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it here with Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield going up top, and that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Wilson on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's it, baby. We got work.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Lock now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard. At the 40.
To throw again on second down. Lock. And Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
He's coming.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it's going to be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
pulls it in at the 13.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 0-0, Mike 3. Hey, 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 hey. Smoke 3, Mike 3. Okay, go.
Throwing again. Lock. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
No. You're out. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Lock. No escape from Lock, and he'll go down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go play action. Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing.